Okay, so behind me is Errol's Gas at the moment, but this was initially the first bank of Mossel Bay, called ABC Bank, African Banking Corporation. The bank was at the bottom and the staff stayed on top. During those days it worked. Today not so much. If I stayed on top of a bank, there'll be a hole in the floor now. But those days it worked. The original vault is still inside and they're still using it. And you can go in and ask to view the vault. Just remember, they're using the vault, okay? So don't go in there with masks. They'll think you're robbing them. Right, just ask politely. Across the street, we have it's now a pool bar, but that used to be a general dealer built in 1881. The guy didn't last long, about 3 years, and then he went bankrupt. Someone else bought the building and they started a liquor shop. Then they started making money, especially with the sailors and the fishermen. They're always near liquor shop, and the fishermen as well. It's like they use a liquor shop for their base of operations. They just hang around a liquor shop. And in the side street, you'll see there are windowsills, and they used to use those windowsills as for the sandstone. They used it to sharpen their knives with. And they were originally these big, deep V cuts in the sandstone. Unfortunately, the building got renovated in 2001, and when they took out the windowsills, it was just a weak spot in the windowsill and it cracked. So unfortunately, we lost those. But if you walk close to it, you'll see it's concrete that's made to look like sandstone. But the rest of the building is still there. We'll just be walking further down the street and have our next talking point. Okay, so one of the nicest things about this walk is it's a walk. When you drive, you don't really look around you, but when you're walking, stuff just pops out. And even for the locals, nobody really notices this building, but it's actually quite old. It's been modernized, but this was the first school in Mossel Bay, built in 1872. It was called Jongens School. That translates to it being a boys' school. The boys went to school here, and the girls went to school where the new church building is standing at the moment. It was just a little sandstone building with a thatched roof, and the girls went to school in the week. And on the weekends, it changed into a church. It was like a timeshare church in more than one way, because it was everybody's church. They just had time slots on Sundays, like say, for instance, 8 to 9 is Roman Catholic, 9 to 10 is Anglican, and then they just went on like that. Further down in town, towards the point, we'll show you later, there's the primary Milkwood. It's a school, but initially that was Point High School. So in 1909, the boys and the girls, they merged and they moved to High School Point, where primary Milkwood is at the moment. Okay, we'll be walking just a little bit further until we get the Marine Hotel.